Hi everyone, my name is Hu, and thanks for watching my micro lesson for technology enriched lesson plan micro lesson. Okay. Now, everybody, before I introduce you the interesting memory method, we're going to do a quick vocabulary check on this website. Okay. I've already sent the link to the chat box and you can open it, but just let me do one example for you. Okay, this game is rather simple. Now, there are 6 cards of the words or phrases we learned in this lesson, and the other 6 cards are their definitions. All we have to do is just to match the word card with their definition. Okay, for example, let's take a look at the first phrase, a splash of color. Okay, now,
A splash of color.
what's the definition of this phrase? Okay, very good. A small, bright area of color that stands out, right? Then we just click this one. And when they're successfully matched, they both appear green. So if the word you click and the definition you choose for it aren't matched, they appear red. All right, it's quite simple and easy. Okay, you have 3 minutes to do this practice on your own device. All right. Okay, welcome back, guys. Is it fun? All right. Um, please let me know how many of you cleared all the cards without making one single mistake. Okay, just raise your virtual hand. Very good. Okay, this website is a strong tool for us to practice vocabulary. Okay, it's called Flippity, and I've shared the link on our platform, and you can access it through the link. Okay, and with the vocabulary and the definitions I provide in the course materials, you can easily practice your vocabulary mastery anytime. Okay, now let's step into this very fun memory game. Okay, it's also a very effective memorization method used by world champions. Okay, the method is called Memory Palace. Okay, sounds interesting, right? And how it works, I'm gonna explain it to you first. So our brain is with great capability of memorizing places, images, but just not with text, right? So memory palace, as indicated by the name, we all we have to do is just to first imagine a palace, okay, or an apartment or house, all okay, in your mind. And then we walk from the front door along to the living room, the kitchen, the bedroom, the garage, okay? And then the third step, we replace each location or an iconic item in each location with the word or the phrase we're going to memorize. Okay, I'll give you examples later. The third step is also the most important one. Okay, you need to create crazy images for them. Okay, crazy enough for you to remember it forever. Okay, then the fourth step is when you need to recall these words and phrases, you'll just have to walk along the way again from the front door to the garage. Okay, now let's use 4 keywords we learned from the listening as examples for how we can build such a memory palace. Okay, now let's take a look at this palace. Okay, this absolutely is a fancy palace, right? Now we're at the front door of this palace, and in front of the front door, what was there? What is there? A robot, right? Now let's connect it to the word we're going to memorize. Humanoid. Humanoid. Okay? Now, there's a humanoid robot standing in front of the door of a palace. And he is so humanoid that he even shakes your hand and says, "Welcome." Okay? That makes us connect to its definition, something that looks or is shaped like a human. All right? Now, let's walk through the front door to our living room. Okay. What is the item you notice the first time you see this picture? The sofa red. The sofa, right? With this bright red color. And when you want to touch it or sit on it, it even shouts back at you, "Hey, don't squish me." It's so sassy. It's been so rudely bold, right? Okay, that just connects us to its definition, being rudely bold. Okay, cheeky, confident, so bright. In the middle of the living room of such a fancy palace. Okay, now the third place. Oh, here we are in the kitchen. So imagine you're hungry in the middle of the night, and you walk into the kitchen. And you just want to open your fridge for some outdated food or something. Suddenly, all of a sudden, the fridge shouts, "Boo!" Then you're taken aback. You're taken aback. Okay, that means you're suddenly surprised or shocked. Okay, sorry for the typo. Okay. Now, our last example takes us to the garage. Okay. Now you find there's no food in your kitchen, so you go to your garage. You want to drive to the supermarket or something to get some food. But when you get to the garage, you find that your car beeps and reverses and drives out without a driver. Okay, it just auto starts. Doesn't it look like having a mind of its own? It's horrible, right? So that just relates this phrase to its meaning. When an object seems to act independently without human control. Okay, that's how a memory palace works. Okay, now I want you to create crazy images for the rest two words and phrases. A splash of color, expressive. Okay? Now, the options you can choose from the place are probably a bedroom or a garden or a library or study, things like that. Okay, just use your imagination and creation. Now, anybody wants to share their thoughts? Okay, with this a splash of colors, thanks for Jeffrey's answer. Okay, a boring bed suddenly splashed with rainbow colors. Crazy enough, right? Very good. What about the image with expressive? Sherry. Wow, very good. Very good. Our garden where flowers bloom everywhere. Isn't that picture expressive enough? Right? All right. Fantastic job. Okay. The memory palace, as I said, is a wonderful, strong, and effective tool for us to remember huge amounts of information. Okay, forever, forever. Now just get accustomed to this method and it will benefit you. All right, trust me. Now let's move on to the next part.